I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shoot and Plink. Today we're going to be talking about a Ruger 1022 compact rifle. There's several models in this line, but I like short-barreled rifles, and this compact just kind of stood out. I thought, okay, I want to try to get one of these and see what happens. And the nice thing about it is I've got this Plano. This is a compact, soft side bag that Plano puts out. And it's for compact type rifles, and I use it for things like my Mare's Lake, my Henry Evil Roy. Any of the smaller ones like that, they fit great. They redo it, and this one is just absolutely perfect for this little rifle right here. And so far, I mean, I have not shot it. It comes with a lock, by the way, a full lock, so that you can lock it down. The manual, naturally. And one of the things I like is the fact that it has the rail with it, so that if you don't want to use the open iron sights, you can go and put a rail on here and then mount a scope, which I may eventually, but I do like fiber optic sights. This one's up, you got to put your head down just a little bit further to see it, but the very, very visible sights. I mean, the light really shines up on them, and that I like. That part I like. And they are adjustable for windage and elevation. The one thing that I have found so far, just looking at this thing, is that the stock, and maybe I'm spoiled because I'm used to Henry stocks, and those walnut stocks that Henry has, really, really nice. And this one, it actually looks, not only feels, but looks like somebody has taken a knife or something and rounded this off because it wasn't quite right. It just isn't right. I mean, I'm going to have to rework it or something or other on it, and then I'm going to put a coating of linseed oil too, the sides on it, a thin coating, and that will protect it. But I'll probably have to sand this and get this down a little bit. As far as the operation of it goes, you have a 10-round magazine. In fact, I definitely recommend that you pick up some extras. I got these, in fact, off of eBay. I got 3 of them for about $33, which isn't too bad. And they are Ruger OEMs, by the way. But to pop it out, you just push it forward, and this one is loaded, by the way. So we want to check to see if the chamber's loaded, correct? What you do is you take it down like this, pull your bolt down, and right here, you got a little tab right there. It locks it open. She is definitely unloaded completely. Now, how do you get this back? You actually push up on it. You push down on this like this, and you push upward, release it, and then that'll go forward. Now, when you're going to actually fire this and load it, pull it back and let it go completely. Don't ease it in like this. That is not recommended. And she's ready to go. And I'm not going to put my magazine in there while I'm doing that and showing you. The next thing we're going to do is actually take this out and shoot it and see how it does. Like I said, I have not fired it. We're going to find out. We're going to take a look and see what happens, and then we'll come back later. We'll talk about what it did and how it performed. It's, like I said, it's really short. And it's quick response because of the shortness. So what do you say we go out and shoot it and see what happens? Well, as you can see, I've already been shooting a little bit before I turn the camera on. That's because you can actually use any type of 22 LR you want as far as velocity goes, except for the real low stuff, and I found that out. They said that standard, well, I tried some subsonic beforehand, and it just did not cycle right. So I would suggest, in fact, what I'm using now is all Federal. That's all I've got left at the moment anyway. I've got several different Federals here. I just put in another 1200 FPS, and this is the Hy-Vee match, and I'm going to fire that. I've adjusted the sights a little bit more, and I've already, as you can probably see, hitting into the black area and even into the center. So hopefully we're going to do this again here, and this will work out okay. I just tweaked the sights again, so let's hope that I tweaked it right, because I'm trying to hit right in the middle. And I'm shooting at 25 yards, by the way. Well, you can see what I meant about this, that it was shooting low at first, and that was before I turned the camera on. Then I tweaked it a little bit, and I'll show you how you do that here in a second. And it was hitting right up here in this 2-inch bullseye, and I got a real good grouping right in here. So I'm quite happy with the way it's shooting. I'm going to tweak it just a little bit more and raise it up so that it hits just about dead center like I want it. And I was shooting, as I'd said, for 25 yards. And which is about what you do with something like this. And this is a very short barrel thing. It's about the same size as a Henry mare's leg as far as in length. I mean, it doesn't, I put it up beside my mare's leg. There's not much difference in it at all. Get rid of this and I'll show you on the sights. This has got some very, very nice fiber optic sights, and as I told you before, you got that mount that you can put on here, so the rail, so that you can put a scope on if you want. And I may try that and then do another video later, but I'm going to show you these sights because they really light up, and hopefully you can see that. These things light up really, really nice, and that's what I like. When I have fiber optic sights, I have had fiber optic sights that's just a little bit low. But these things are high in intensity, it seems like. And I was going to tell you about adjusting it. This was really down flat. This thing, like most of them you have a ramp that you take it and you push it up, and it does it that way in increments. Not this one. You can adjust it with a screw, which makes it nice because you can go along in baby steps a little bit at a time. And you can see it right here. Here's the screw right up in here. And you just take that thing and just turn it a little bit at a time. And it works really well. I like the way it adjusts. The only thing I found, like I said, was this wood right here that's all gnarled up, and you know, that's not all that bad. And also, you want to make sure on your ammunition, because I was using that subsonic, and that subsonic just didn't work. It was at 1040 FPS, and it wasn't cycling properly, so I had to put my safety on and clear it by removing the magazine and then putting it back in, of course. And that's the way you want to clear it. And always put your safety on first, because that's very, very important in anything. I mean, if you go lay it down, whatever you're going to do, put your safety on. And as I said, that's the only drawback I seen. The last ones that you've seen me fire there were a Federal Premium high V match. In fact, the HV the high velocity match. You know, I can't hardly get it out, and that is at 1240. The others that I was shooting were at 1200, and the 1200 does just fine. No problem. I cycled them all through and they went right through, no problems whatsoever. So just remember, on your ammunition, I would suggest, it's supposed to shoot standard, and some of the standard velocities around 11, 29, 50, something or other in there. Some of it is at 1060. Now I don't know about the 1060 stuff since this 1240 didn't go, but any of them that I'd say is 1100 on up, that should go. Haven't tried it, I will later. And another thing that I might be trying too is a scope on here, and because you do have that scope mount you can put on, and if I do that, then I'm going to be shooting another video anyway, and I might try it then at that time. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.